If you are new to online learning, you might be asking yourself, what exactly is an LMS? LMS is an acronym for Learning Management System. What? You're still not sure what a learning management system is? No problem, let me explain. A learning management system, or LMS, is a software platform that allows organizations to host and track learning content such as online courses and webinars. If you have ever taken an online class before, you most likely have used an LMS and didn't even know it. Learning management software has been around since 1990 and is used by businesses as well as educational institutions. These days, if you want to give anyone online training or learning content, you will be using learning management software to deliver it. Very small organizations might prefer to email learning content to their staff or store it on a shared drive that everyone has access to. And for some organizations, this will probably work for a little while. But eventually, most businesses get to a point where they need to start tracking who has taken what training and who needs a specific training assigned to them. That is where LMS software comes in. Learning management systems specialize in not only hosting e-learning, but also automating the process of assigning it to users and then tracking and reporting on their progress. Many modern learning management platforms also offer features such as badging and certifications. That way, when a learner completes a task, they earn a badge. It is a way to incentivize learners and to make the process of learning more fun and engaging. Features such as badging are sometimes called gamification. Most modern learning management systems have some form of gamification, and it exists just to make learning more engaging. As I mentioned earlier, e-learning lessons are hosted on LMS systems. These lessons may be made with content authoring software and then imported into the LMS. Some learning management systems also allow you to create lessons in the platform itself, and this makes content creation and hosting the content much more convenient for the administrator. Another very important aspect of what learning management software does is around tracking and reporting of learning. Many organizations will need to provide proof that learners took the course they say they've taken. This means that the LMS needs to provide administrators reports that show who has and has not taken their required training. Some LMS platforms will let users customize the reports they expect the system to generate for them. This is an important feature because many organizations have needs specific to them, and not all standard reports may satisfy their requirements. As you can see, LMS software is pretty important when it comes to organizations training their staff. As the need for better training and reporting increases, learning management systems will continue to evolve. But one thing is for certain, online learning and learning management software isn't going anywhere.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you today about the new 65-inch digital whiteboard from Displays to Go. This whiteboard is a center for collaborating, creating, and action learning. The built-in 4K whiteboard is a blank canvas. With multiple color and stroke options, you can have a true pen-to-paper feel with the touch pen or by using your hand. To erase, use the back of your hand or select the icon and clear the entire screen. Don't worry, if you make a mistake, you can always go back. With 20-point infrared technology, multiple users can write on the board at once. Transfer files from a mobile device by selecting File Transfer, scanning the code, and then uploading your image. You can save your file in image format to share with others, or you can save it locally on the board. The 65-inch screen is made of tempered glass and is anti-glare for optimal viewing. Various interfaces such as USB cables, coaxial, HDMI, and VGA are built in for any hardwired connection. Access to the Google Play Store offers you the possibility to download any of your favorite apps onto the board for maximum productivity. The File Manager helps keep documents and photos organized and has an internal storage capacity of 32 gigabytes. A variety of quick tools such as annotation, screenshots, and more improve functionality. Built-in speakers provide a surround sound experience for audio content. The bundle includes a dongle to wirelessly share from a Windows, Android, and iOS system when connected to Wi-Fi. An HD webcam is also part of the kit to video conference with remote teams. Check out displays2go.com for more wireless whiteboard options.
In this video clip, we are going to have a look at 10 amazing educational technologies that are available to us online. Our first tool is going to be No Hands app. That's the link we're looking for, No Hands eHeidi. What No Hand app is initially is a random student selector. Once you land on the No Hands home screen, you will see a quick intro or what the app looks like. And it's really simplistic. This is what I like about No Hands app, is because it doesn't take a lot of space on your screen. It's just a small tray that you can customize. What it does basically, once you tap on the tray, it will select a student from your class. What it enables you to do is to have your students engaged. You can click on this tool and a student, a random name will pop up. It's called No Hands because basically it eliminates a need for you to ask students to raise their hands. If you would like to learn how to customize this tool, how to import your class name list, I will be doing an in-depth tutorial which I will link in the description. Moving on to the next tool, it's really powerful in terms of organizing your workflow. It's Google Classroom. Once you sign into the Google Classroom and create your class, you will be able to manage the workflow. You'll be able to see your students to assign quizzes, assign assignments, assign materials, to collect those assignments, grade them all in one place. This will be a storage for different materials for your students to access. So instead of sharing links, everything will be stored in one place in your Google Classroom, simplifying and streamlining your workflow. All right, moving on to our third tool, which is going to be Plickers. Yeah, Plickers. That's the tool you're looking for, plickers.com. You create a question for your audience to answer. And once you post this question on the board, all the audience needs to have is this Plicker card. Your students don't have to have laptops or iPads or anything really. Each student will have his or her own QR code. Students will show their cards. You scan it with your phone. You will be able to see the data right away, or you can go to score sheets. You can go back and see that. The tool does not require any technology apart from the projector and your phone and, well, those cards. Tool number 4 is going to be Padlet. Padlet.com. Padlet is a collaborative workspace for your students, which enables you to create a Padlet. A Padlet is basically a wall. You can choose between different designs. I prefer Canvas. What Padlet does initially, it creates a wall. Let's name it New Wall. You can customize colors, everything, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that. You're going to start post. What did you learn today? Once you've done that, once you share this with the students will start answering your question. It's a social tool. They are able to see each other answers. In your post, you can embed video clips, you can post links as a way to engage students in sharing their thoughts in a virtual space. If you would like to learn more about how to begin with the Padlet, the link to the in-depth tutorial will be in the description. Right, so moving on to our next tool, Socrative. Socrative.com, a platform for summative or formative assessment. Really easy to use. I'm just going to demonstrate. After you log in as a teacher, you will land on your home screen where you will be creating quizzes. Best part, once you assign the quiz you've created to the students, you can see the real data. So once students are answering, you can see on your phone or on your computer the real data. Help students who are not doing well or see students who are doing too quickly. You can assign a more challenging task. Available on your phone, or you can launch it from your computer. Everything is in there. Really smart way to go about your grading. There are short answers as well, so it's not only multiple choice, short answers as well, but you will have to mark them yourself. Actually, no, sorry, don't take my word for it. You can, the Socrative can mark short answers as well. Now, moving on, we go into Nearpod, nearpod.com. All right, Nearpod is, I think, brilliant tool in putting lessons together. You know how sometimes you have a PowerPoint you want to show to the class, you have another video they want to watch, you have something else, you have quiz maybe, and all those things in different places. What Nearpod allows you to do is to create one seamless lesson. You put all those things in one lesson. You can add content from the web, you can add your own content like a PowerPoint or whatever you use, but then the beautiful part about Nearpod is that you can embed in your class all those activities like open-ended question, matching pairs, quizzes, polls and stuff. You can do a live lesson which you control, or you can do a student-paced lesson. So students just go through your lesson through all those activities you've created at their own pace. If you're doing a student's paced lesson as a teacher, you can see what students are doing, whether they are on task or not. On one hand, you provide autonomy for students to go ahead and do what they want, but on the other hand, you still have this element of control. So that was Nearpod. The next tool we're going to have a look at is going to be edpuzzle.com. Once you set up your account in Edpuzzle, you will land on your home screen. And what Edpuzzle is, it's a tool that enables you to work with video clips. I just want to show you a little example. This is a clip on Day in Life of Ancient Athenian. Those gray marks here are questions. Once students watch the video clip, a question will pop up. They will need to, well, in this case, they need to select a couple. I haven't watched the video clip, so I'm just gonna guess it. That shows them the correct answer. They can rewatch, skip, or continue, and so it goes. It's just a beautiful tool to have to enhance video clips, not just simply project them on this overhead projector and have students watch, but instead you can embed questions. Beautiful tool. I'll be doing an in-depth tutorial as well. The link will be in the description. Right, moving on to the next one. Okay, actually next two are going to be tools for classroom management. So the first one we're going to have a look at is called ClassDojo. It lends itself especially well to elementary and middle school students, not so much for high school. What ClassDojo does, creates little avatars like you see here for students. When students accomplish work or they demonstrate behavior you want them to demonstrate, you can assign points to them, and that incentivizes the learning process, getting points for being on task or whatever rules you set up in your classroom, and then they can spend those points. Some teachers set up token economy where they earn those points, but then they can spend those points on getting classroom privileges like changing a seat. It's down to you how you set up your token economy. But what ClassDojo does for you as a teacher, it enables you to create classroom management, and then you can connect it to the families, share what students are doing on a regular basis. There's a parent connect. You can control it with your phone entirely. There are a lot of tools that are embedded in ClassDojo, like classroom timer, voice meter, random student selector. There are a lot of tools there. Another class management tool, a bit more sophisticated than ClassDojo, but still pretty cool stuff. It's called Classcraft.com. Classcraft invites students to create their character inside your class, and they will be leveling up. Great way to gamify your classroom, bring this gamification factor into your instructions. You can create quests the students complete, they get points, they can buy pets, they can customize their characters, the entire ecosystem that you create inside your class. Again, you can only use the limited version of Classcraft, just assign those points, have them students level up, but you can also go as far as to gamifying your entire lesson and curriculum. And there are a lot of resources on Classcraft web page that will guide you through the process. If you've done ClassDojo, you're looking for something else, something more exciting, this is a tool for you to try out. All right, finally, tool number 10, and thank you if you haven't quit, thank you for bearing with me till the end, Minecraft Education. If you're not familiar with Minecraft at all, Minecraft started out as a game, but it made its way into education, and right now we are fortunate enough to have an official Minecraft Education Edition, which has features specifically geared to classroom use. It's much easier to use Minecraft Education Edition rather than simple Minecraft. But anyways, what Minecraft is essentially is a game that is so versatile, is so creative. They call them sandbox games. Basically, it means that it's a sandbox, and within this game you can do whatever you want with the resources available. In Minecraft case, blocks. So the entire world is made up of blocks, and students can create, they can solve problems, they can do, whatever you design them to do inside the Minecraft. We've used Minecraft for science, math, language arts, a lot of things, and this is just a couple of examples that demonstrate what students can do. If you've never seen, played, experienced Minecraft, that will not make much sense to you, but to kind of give you an idea of what the students are doing, they're solving problems together, either creating a storyline or solving a math problem or doing an art project within a Minecraft world. And you as a teacher have overall control over the world. You host this world and students connect from their devices to this world. So it's a multiplayer experience, and that's what makes Minecraft so powerful, because they are interacting with each other within one world, either on problem or creative story writing. There's literally no limit to what you can do with Minecraft. That's why if you go to the Minecraft Education website, you will see so many resources on math, computer science, and some teachers go to great length creating those beautiful worlds. You can download those worlds. It's an open source. So there's an alignment with a Common Core curriculum, innovative source, talking about 21st century skills, critical thinking, problem solving, innovation. Everything is in there. Everything is in Minecraft. Strongly encourage you to find a person, a community, a tech integration specialist in your school, in your building, who will show you the ropes or start learning it yourself. I'll be doing a series of in-depth tutorials on Minecraft as well, and I'll link them in the description to this video clip. So let's wrap up really quickly. The first thing we looked at was No Hands, a random student selector, really easy to use, the simplest tool you can imagine, but really, really powerful. I'll be doing a tutorial on how to set it up a bit later. The second tool we looked at was a Google Classroom. Beautiful and simple tool, streamline your grading, streamline how you share resources with students. Really nice tool once you get a handle on it. The third tool we looked at was Plickers, a low-tech yet really powerful tool to get formative assessment data, to create questions, get feedback. The fourth tool we had a look at was a Padlet workspace for your students to answer questions, collaborate. We looked at Socrative as well as a way to get formative, summative data, creating exit tickets, creating quizzes, and having an overview, a live overview of what the students are doing. Nearpod was the next tool where we talked about putting all the materials together in one cohesive lesson, and then either doing a live stream or teacher-paced or student-paced, embedding all of those formative assessment, different activities, collaboration boards, discussion boards, all in one place. Everything is in there. Edpuzzle, which enables you to embed questions in the video clips, works beautifully for any grade level. ClassDojo and ClassCraft both serve the same purpose of incentivizing their learning by giving points, giving some rewards to the students. But ClassDojo, last learning curve will be for you as a teacher. It's very simple to use. ClassCraft, on the other hand, is much more advanced, much more versatile. A lot of learning on your part should happen before you start, but also once you get to grips with the ClassCraft, you will see the rewards. You will see the engagement level skyrocket on behalf of students. You will see a lot of things in a different way. Finally, we looked at Minecraft. It brings together critical thinking, collaboration, all those buzzwords we hear all the time, and a strong community as well, strong support community. If you get started, it looks a bit complicated, especially if you haven't played games before. It might be a bit daunting, but once you start learning, once you start step by step, it's a learning curve, but there's a lot of resources that are available. Oh yeah, that's it for today. These were 10 tools to help you integrate technology into your classroom. There will be in-depth tutorials that follow if you would like to explore any of those tools in more depth. Also, leave a comment, let me know which tools do you use in your classroom and which tools you would like me to feature in the future. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you like the content I produce. Come back for more EdTech video clips. See you later. Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about the mind-blowing technology which is revolutionizing the present and the future. That is none other than immersive technologies. Immersive technologies comprising of virtual reality, augmented reality and mixed reality are amongst the fastest growing and fascinating technologies today. So what is immersive technology? To put it in a nutshell, immersive technologies create or extend reality, and this is done by immersing the user in a digital environment having applications in different domains. This technology is gaining momentum with every passing day and hour, transforming and helping us reimagine the future. Let's start with virtual reality. Virtual reality uses VR headsets to create a simulated environment and helps an individual to immerse into it to experience an entirely different reality. However, the historical journey of virtual reality began back in the 1800s. This marvelous idea has been evolving from the time practical photography came into existence. Morton Heilig invented the first VR device called Sensorama in 1957. His multimedia device, the Sensorama, is considered one of the earliest VR systems. However, the term virtual reality was coined later by Jaron Lanier in 1987 during his intense research on this evolving technology. A lot of companies are investing billions of dollars in the VR sector. Some of the best VR products are Oculus Quest, Nintendo Labo VR Kit, Sony PlayStation VR, Lenovo Mirage, and many more. These gadgets enable an individual to immerse in a digital environment to experience a world which is different from reality. You might think VR is all about gaming, isn't it? But the potential of VR doesn't stop there. It is revolutionizing many other industries like education, military, medicine, and sports, to name a few. Here are some examples of VR in real life. Class VR is an innovative new concept in the educational industry which uses VR tech to raise the engagement and knowledge retention for students of all ages. Class VR uses VR headsets with a user-friendly interface for both students and teachers, gesture controls, and embedded educational resources. Facebook is coming up with a new idea called Facebook Horizon, which is an ever-expanding VR community where you can explore, play, and create. It helps you to defy physics and reality and experience the impossible. And we also have VR 360, which is a 360-degree audiovisual simulation. It allows the user to look around in any direction, just like how they look and observe things in real life. You can experience anything from standing on top of a pyramid to enjoying Tomorrowland sitting at home. Isn't that wonderful? We can't end the topic if we didn't highlight the role of VR in gaming. A great take on this is the movie Ready Player One by Steven Spielberg. The film is set in the year 2045 when the world is on the brink of chaos and collapse. But humans have found salvation in a virtual reality universe where they could make the impossible possible. Let's hear what Steven himself feels about the VR universe.
World that we would someday be able to escape into. A world that, we leave our world, but we don't leave our world. We don't have to walk 5 feet to leave our world. We just have to put something over our eyes, and we are suddenly thrust into a wonderful world of someone's imagination.
Next up is AR. Augmented reality is a technology that projects computer-generated augmentations on top of reality, helping us perform tasks better and efficiently. AR, which falls in between reality and virtual reality, is a method used to render real-world data and present it intuitively so that virtual elements resemble the present reality to an extent. The revolution doesn't stop here. Have you ever tried to catch Pokemon using Pokemon Go or fit any furniture using the IKEA app? These are made possible by the technology called augmented reality. Augmented reality has seen raging in popularity over the past few years, and the revolution is not stopping anytime soon. AR is giving brands the power to provide their customers with unique experiences that can prove to be the difference between purchase and dropout. Let's have a quick look at the history of AR. So you might think AR is a new technology. Well, on the contrary, it has been around for numerous decades. Ivan Sutherland developed the first AR gadget called Sword of Damocles during 1968. This system used computer graphics to show users simple wireframe drawings. From Pokemon Go to training future surgeons, augmented reality is starting to infiltrate many industries of our society today. But what exactly is augmented reality? Looking into the most popular applications of AR, first up we have location-based AR apps like Google Maps, which place digital directions on top of the real world and shows you where to walk. Next, we have Google Lens. It is another application that enhances the search experience. With Google Lens, you don't have to type your query anymore. Just open the app and aim it at what you want to learn about. Google Lens will identify the object and give you all the essential details about it. Then we have the Snapchat filters. These are one of the best examples of AR, and as you know, Snapchat has become a trend among the younger generations. Did you know that Mysterio couldn't have fooled Spider-Man without his AR technology?
See, that wasn't so hard.
But thanks to his spider sense, Spidey dodged all the drones, destroyed them all, and gave us a good ending. Even Facebook has plans to build AR glasses to create 3D maps of the world. If you are still skeptical about AR, check out what Mark Zuckerberg has to speak about AR.
So that's why I'm so excited about augmented reality, because it's going to make it so that we can create all kinds of things that until today have only been possible in the digital world, and we're going to be able to interact with them and explore them together.
Next in this line of immersive technologies is MR. If virtual reality and augmented reality impressed you, get ready for the best of both worlds, that is mixed reality MR. Mixed reality is all about blending the real world with virtual reality. Unlike augmented reality, users can interact with virtual objects in mixed reality. What was nearly impossible a few years ago and was limited to our imagination, like interacting with your favorite Marvel superhero, is now possible because of MR technology. Does it seem similar to AR? Well, you can call it AR 2.0. MR is still in its early stage, and it will take a while for it to reach the consumers. However, the investment in MR and AR is expected to reach $4 billion by this year, and the future of MR is not so distant. MR's applications are vast, and its main uses are in the field of education, training, sports, healthcare, space missions, and even construction. Though many use cases are in the testing phase, this idea isn't far-fetched by any means. The best example of MR is the Microsoft HoloLens, which is just a pair of MR smart glasses. It allows you to experience 3D holograms that melt seamlessly into the real environment. You can interact with those augmentations using your bare hands and get all the information you need. Let's now hear what Alex Kipman, the designer behind the HoloLens, thinks about mixed reality.
In the real world. We're finding great success in mixed reality, from education to healthcare to manufacturing, which is what you see a lot of the cases happening here.
Here's a quick recap of what we know so far. So, augmented reality adds digital elements to a live environment, whereas virtual reality implies a complete immersive experience that shuts out the physical world. On the other hand, a mixed reality experience combines elements of both AR and VR, where you can interact with both the real world and the digital elements. Immersive technologies are quickly becoming a part of our daily lives, and they are here to stay, not only enhancing human experiences, but helping brands market their products effectively and successfully to attract their target audiences. From gaming to buying furniture, immersive technologies are taking the world by storm. So what do you think is next? Comment your ideas in the comment section below and stay tuned for more from Simply Learn.
With more businesses operating on a distributed workforce model than ever before, using collaborative technology has never been more important. Thankfully, with so many software products based in the cloud, technology buyers have many options to choose from. In this video, we'll take a look at 5 of the best collaboration software tools for both bridging physical distances and making your team more productive. But if you're short on time, use our product selection tool at technologyadvice.com to get a free list of software recommendations. Click the link in the description below to get started. G Suite might be one of the best known tools for collaboration, and it definitely lives up to the hype. As the name implies, G Suite is a suite of different applications from Google that is used by businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations alike. Some of these apps include cloud storage, word processing, email, and video and voice conferencing. Apps like Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides allow for live collaboration, version history, link sharing, and access control, and you can add comments and highlights to other documents like PDF or JPEG files uploaded to Google Drive. G Suite also comes with strong security features like user permissions, multi-factor authentication, automated security alerts, and context-aware access control. Previously known as Office 365, Microsoft 365 is a suite of cloud-based business applications from software giant Microsoft. Here, you'll find web and mobile versions of Microsoft Office apps you already know, like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Just like G Suite, Microsoft 365 also comes with tools for cloud storage, email, and video and voice conferencing through Microsoft Teams. Being cloud-based, Microsoft 365 allows for real-time collaboration, link sharing, and access control for apps like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. However, depending on which plan you choose, some applications are not available as cloud-based solutions. Microsoft Access, for example, a database management tool, is currently only available as a desktop application. If you're looking for something a little bit lighter, Slack is a lean but powerful collaboration tool. Known to most as an internal instant messaging tool, Slack also comes with features for file sharing, integration with other applications, and voice and video calling. Using Slack, businesses can create their own workspaces to create a unique login page with individual accounts for every user. But Slack goes beyond simple instant messaging. One of the system's most useful features is commands, which lets users execute a number of different functions by hitting the / button into the message bar. Using commands, you can set reminders for yourself and others, set yourself to active or away, toggle Do Not Disturb mode, create polls, and more. Slack apps also help you get more out of the tools you already use, with apps for Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive, Jira, Zoom, HubSpot, and more. ClickUp bills itself as the one app to replace them all. A cloud-based collaboration tool for teams of all sizes, ClickUp comes with a long list of tools including to-do lists, reminders, project management, docs and wikis, spreadsheets, events, email, and chat. While ClickUp doesn't offer its own spreadsheet app or email client, it can replace many apps you probably already use. Even if you don't want to replace certain apps, ClickUp might be able to integrate with them. For example, ClickUp does offer a native time tracking tool, but it also integrates with popular time tracking apps like Harvest and Toggle. Beyond offering a number of different features, ClickUp also lets you create custom views, which you can share with anyone. You can organize information as a list, a board, a Gantt chart, a form, and as an embed. This lets you set up workflows and dashboards for the way you work, and ClickUp also comes with pre-built templates to help you get started faster. Built to mimic the look of spreadsheets and the functionality of databases, Airtable is a powerful collaboration tool that helps teams stay organized while they work together. You can add unique field types to your tables so you can view all of your information in one place. Add fields for a single line of text, file attachments, links to other records, checkboxes, and more, and then visualize them the way you like using a grid, calendar, gallery, or Kanban view. Perhaps one of the biggest advantages of Airtable is that it works like a database. This means you can link records between tables, creating relationships between data, and reducing the need for duplicate data entry. Airtable also integrates with a wide variety of other tech products, including Asana, Google Drive, Stripe, and Zendesk. Not sure if any of these collaboration tools are right for you? Use our product selection tool at technologyadvice.com to get a free shortlist of software recommendations. Click the button on the left to get started.
What is a webinar? Imagine a virtual conference room packed with multimedia and interactive features where you can gather hundreds of people. A webinar can be a lecture or a lesson, an online course, a training, or a product demo, all via the internet and a dedicated webinar platform. How is it different from an ordinary video conference? It's all on the scale. A video conference will do the trick as a meeting with a smaller group of people, where everyone can turn on their mic and camera. During the webinar, on the other hand, you are the master of ceremony and present your content to hundreds of attendees scattered around the globe. How? With the help of presentation, whiteboard, video, or screen sharing. And who will be your audience? Who will attend your webinar? Anyone who knows about it? Anyone who registers? Or perhaps only those who will pay an entrance fee? It's entirely up to you. How to interact with them? You can make the most of polls and surveys, chat and Q&A session, or a call to action button. Even though classic webinars take place in real time, you can also run them on autopilot. All you need is to reuse your webinar recording and schedule it as an automated or on-demand webinar.
Introducing PhET simulations in Lumio. Quickly add engaging, interactive, research-based simulations to any Lumio lesson. Choose from a collection of 91 interactive PhET simulations for physics, chemistry, math, earth science, and biology. Help students learn through exploration and discovery using real-world examples in this interactive game-like environment. You can access PhET content by searching Lumio's Explore Resources library or directly through the PhET Activities tab in your Creation dashboard. This option brings up a search bar that allows you to type in search words, filter by subject or grade, and even look for content in different regions and languages. If you see a simulation that interests you, you can try it out by selecting See It. You can also learn more by reading the description below the activity preview. When you're ready to save the activity, select Save to My Lesson to include it in your current lesson. It is important to note that you will not see an edit option as all PhET simulation activities are complete and ready to be delivered as part of your lesson. You may select Preview to get an idea of how the activity will look during lesson presentation. In the following example, you can see how a student is able to put into practice what they've learned thus far about building a complete circuit by creating a real-world simulation and manipulating various parameters and inputs to obtain different results. This simulation gives a student a highly visual reference which allows them to apply their understanding, analyze and evaluate the outcome of any changing inputs, and even create their own elaborate circuits to showcase their mastery of the topic. During lesson delivery mode, students and the teacher can independently explore the PhET activity by selecting Start and beginning the activity on their own devices. If at any point the student would like to reset the entire activity to return to the default screen, they can select the reset arrow on the far left toolbar of the Lumio page. Once the simulation has been started, the inputs and the variables can be adjusted as the student explores. The orange arrow can be selected to reset the simulation parameters on the current page to the original state. PhET simulations in Lumio empower students to explore and engage with different variables on their own device to help them gain a deeper understanding of STEM concepts. If you wish to capture the students' work and have them explain their connections, consider following up the PhET activity with a handout or workspace where students can share screenshots of their simulations.
This video will show you the best educational apps you must have on your smartphone. Days are gone when smartphones were considered a sort of distraction for kids and students. These days, there are tons of fun gaming apps that serve as educational tools also. So, you can learn and probably have fun doing that. We are working on lots of opportunities that will be beneficial to you. Don't miss out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button. And ring the bell to be the first to get notification on the next video. With the advancement in technology, education has gone beyond the four walls of formal classrooms. Internet and programmers have made it possible for you to learn anything and everything from the comfort of your home. So, the best educational apps you must have are 1. edX. This app is essential for students. It is one great educational app that allows you access courses of top universities like Harvard, MIT and Princeton. With edX app, you can access over 2,000 courses and earn professional certificates. Courses range from linguistics, engineering, business and personal development. 2. Khan Academy. This educational app accommodates kids and toddlers. Lessons are delivered as video tutorials, and it's a free educational app for students. If you are about to sit for MCAT, LSAT, SAT or any standardized test, you should download Khan app immediately. 3. Remind. One way to keep learning is studying with like-minded individuals. This app is an educational app that aids you stay connected with your school community. Just download the app and join your school community using a unique code. 4. Dragonbox. This is one of the best educational apps for kids. This app merges fun with the fundamentals of math. So, kids learn algebra and geometry in a fun and interesting way. 5. Duolingo. Series of advantages can be attributed to speaking more than one language. And you don't have to sit in a classroom to learn these languages in recent time. With Duolingo, you can learn 2 to 3 languages simultaneously. It is the best educational app to learn a new language. 6. My Molecularium. This educational app is best for high school students. It has different fun games that allows you learn and memorize chemistry concepts related to molecular structure and chemical formulas. 7. Science 360. The National Science Foundation created this educational app for students. Basically, you learn advanced science, engineering new images through the authentic and quality video displayed for you. 8. SoloLearn. Unlike other coding apps, this educational app accommodates beginners and pros. You can learn coding through the series of tutorials being uploaded frequently. With this app on your smartphone, you will become familiar with Java, Python, HTML and CSS. 9. Kahoot. This educational app allows students take quizzes on various topics. It is a great educational tool that incorporates easy game creation and hot live quiz on big screens to test your understanding of a topic. 10. Google Classroom. This is an essential educational app for virtual classrooms. Following recent happenings, Google Classroom is a must-have learning app on your device. With this app you can receive instructions from your teacher, start a discussion and submit classwork without being physically present. I hope you enjoyed this video on the educational apps to have on your smart device. Which apps do you have currently on your device? Which of these educational apps are you downloading immediately? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember to click the subscribe button below to be the first person to watch new videos.
The far-reaching advantage of this eagle-eyed, hawk-like flying machine have helped in protecting communities by offering enhanced responses in the form of life-saving and during emergencies. Drones can cover large areas faster and more safely than traditional rescue crews, and also act as flying cell sites to provide additional wireless coverage to emergency responders. An example of the utility of drones was seen during the Corona crisis, when frontline personnel engaged in public sanitization and law and order were working between the risk of infection. To overcome this problem, the startup company of IIT Guwahati, Maruth Drone Tech, developed a variety of drone systems by making some changes to multi-rotor drones, such as an automatic spray drones that could disinfect a much larger area in substantially less time. Incorporating cameras and loudspeakers enabled the drones to patrol large areas, monitor crowds, and alert them regarding updated lockdown guidelines. By customizing them for temperature check or thermal imaging using infrared cameras, health officials could keep an eye on the potential patients without moving out of their space. Maruth Drone Tech also tested the supply of essential medicines and carried test samples. During the test, the drone covered a distance of 12 km in just 8 minutes, which was about 80 times faster than any other transport delivery. There is no doubt that the most well-known use of the UAVs till date remains by the military forces. Changing the face of the modern warfare, drones have redefined the nature of flight and tactical strikes today. However, this technology is now proving equally useful in industrial and social services. Looking at such innovative development, the days of personal air vehicle or air taxi systems doesn't seem very far.